NEWS.MC on Monaco Info is brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties. Bringing you news on Monaco's economy, culture, sports and more. Welcome to NEWS.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Coming up on NEWS.MC, discover past week's top stories and meet the people who make Monaco.
My name is Vanina Mandel. I'm the founder of VM Events and you are watching NEWS.MC on Monaco Info.
What's been making headline in the past week? French comedian Dany Boon returned to the stage in Monaco as part of the Sérénissimes de l'Humour festival, performing at the Grimaldi Forum before an enthusiastic audience on March the 11th. The show marked a notable moment for the popular actor and performer who had not taken to the stage for a live comedy performance in 7 years. His appearance attracted significant attention, with His Serene Highness Prince Albert II attending the evening's event. Known for his unique style of humour and storytelling, Boon once again proved his ability to connect with audiences, reaffirming his reputation as one of France's most beloved comedians. His Serene Highness Prince Albert II received 5 newly accredited ambassadors at the Prince's Palace during a formal credential ceremony on March the 12th. The sovereign welcomed Eduardo José R. de Vega, Ambassador of the Republic of the Philippines, followed by Kirsikka Lehto Asikainen, Ambassador of the Republic of Finland. Also presenting their credentials were Maria Mjöll Jonsdottir, Ambassador of Iceland, Caroline Vicini, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Sweden, and Daniela Memmo D'Amelio, Ambassador of the Sovereign Military Order of Malta. The ceremony marked the official start of their diplomatic missions and highlighted Monaco's continuing engagement with international partners. The first Italy-Monaco Entrepreneurial Forum was held at the Méridien Beach Plaza on March 13th, bringing together Italian and Monegasque entrepreneurs, institutional representatives and business leaders to explore new opportunities for cooperation. The event highlighted the strong economic ties between the two territories and Monaco's role as an attractive platform for investment in Europe. Through strategic discussions and networking sessions, participants examined sectors where synergies between the two economies are particularly strong. Organised with the support of the Monaco Economic Board and the princely government, the forum aimed to encourage partnerships, investment and knowledge exchange. For many Italian companies, the meeting offered a valuable introduction to Monaco's stable business environment and its dynamic entrepreneurial ecosystem at the heart of the Riviera. Their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene travelled to Paris to attend the Provail Solidarity Charity Gala on March the 13th, an event dedicated to supporting former rugby players facing hardship after their professional careers. The evening gathered prominent figures from French and international rugby for the second edition of the initiative organised by Provail, the national union representing professional players. Created in 2023, the Provail Solidarity Fund provides financial, medical and social support to athletes struggling after retirement from the sport. Princess Charlene, president of the Monegasque Rugby Federation and a former elite athlete, addressed guests, emphasising the importance of solidarity within the sporting community. A charity auction featuring artwork and rugby memorabilia helped raise nearly €124,000, surpassing the total collected during the gala's inaugural edition last year. Monaco firmly cemented its status as a global gastronomic capital as the Michelin Guide held its 2026 star ceremony at the Grimaldi Forum for the very first time on March the 16th. The prestigious event brought together hundreds of leading chefs, industry figures and international media, with their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene in attendance, underlining the importance of the occasion for the Principality on the global stage. Amongst the highlights, Robuchon Monaco was awarded its first Michelin star, recognizing the work of chef Jonathan Larieux and his brigade. With this new distinction, Monaco now boasts a total of 14 Michelin stars, an extraordinary concentration that reinforces its reputation as one of the world's most densely awarded culinary destinations. Service excellence was also honoured, with Marco Tognon of Les Ambassadeurs by Christophe Coussac receiving the Michelin Service Award 2026, celebrating the artistry and precision of front-of-house hospitality. The ceremony followed a spectacular pre-event dinner at the Hôtel de Paris Monte Carlo, where more than 100 starred chefs gathered in a rare and convivial display of culinary talent. The menu, curated by teams linked to Alain Ducasse, drew inspiration from the richness of the Mediterranean, showcasing seasonal produce, citrus notes, and refined techniques that reflect Monaco's unique gastronomic identity. As the stars were unveiled and celebrated, one message resonated clearly throughout the evening. Monaco is no longer just a destination for luxury, it is now firmly established as a world capital of gastronomy. The President of the Parliament of Montenegro visited Monaco for meetings with members of the National Council on March the 16th, strengthening cooperation between European small states. Both countries are part of the network of 9 small states of Europe, which aims to coordinate parliamentary efforts and reinforce their influence within international institutions. Discussions focused on developing more structured collaboration between parliaments in order to better address legislative and political challenges at a global level. The visit also highlighted opportunities for economic cooperation, particularly in sectors where the interests of both countries align, such as nautical tourism and business exchanges. Monaco strengthened its close operational ties with France's military civil security brigade during an official visit by General Pierre de Villeneuve on March the 17th. Hosted by the Monaco Fire and Emergency Service, the visit highlighted cooperation between the two forces in managing major crises and emergency response. Demonstrations at Le Condamine fire station showcased Monaco's advanced equipment and preparedness, while discussions focused on innovation and the role of the Centre for Emergency Operations. The partnership, built on shared expertise and joint missions, continues to evolve, with French units set to support Monaco during the 2026 Grand Prix, reinforcing this vital cross-border collaboration. The Monegasque Red Cross held its annual graduation ceremony at the Auditorium Rainier III on March 17th, recognizing participants who completed first aid training programs. In the presence of their Serene Highnesses Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene, children and adults received their certificates in a symbolic event celebrating community engagement and life-saving skills. Over the past year, 380 training sessions were delivered to more than 4,700 participants, with 1,451 diplomas awarded during the ceremony, including 400 to school students. The evening also honored outstanding participants for their achievements. Organizers highlighted the importance of first aid knowledge, noting that rapid intervention by trained citizens can significantly improve survival rates in emergencies and ultimately help save lives. A new artistic initiative was launched on March the 18th as His Serene Highness Prince Albert II awarded the first Prince of Monaco Creation grant in partnership with the Villa Medici in Rome. The €30,000 prize supports contemporary artists in residence, encouraging the creation of original works that connect heritage and modern expression. The inaugural recipient, Nicolas Daubanis, was recognized for his project exploring memory, confinement and resistance through innovative techniques such as photograms and iron powder drawing. The initiative reflects Monaco's long-term commitment to supporting contemporary art, offering emerging artists a platform to develop their work and gain international recognition. Monaco presented a strong tourism performance in 2025 while outlining its strategy for 2026 during the annual conference of the Tourism and Convention Authority on March the 18th. With 6 million visitors, the sector accounted for 11% of GDP and 18% of employment, alongside improved hotel occupancy and rising prices. Despite these positive results, officials acknowledged challenges linked to geopolitical tensions, particularly in the Middle East, a key market during the summer season. Efforts are underway to remain responsive to shifting travel patterns and airline routes. Looking ahead, Monaco aims to maintain its appeal by embracing new priorities, including artificial intelligence, sustainability, and closer collaboration with industry partners to adapt to an evolving global tourism landscape. The Roka team pulled off a dramatic comeback victory over Efes Istanbul, winning 93-98 to secure a second straight EuroLeague win on Thursday, March 19th. Trailing by 10 points with just 6 minutes remaining, Monaco turned the game around with a series of crucial three-pointers before taking control in the final moments. Despite missing key players, the Roca team showed resilience to close out the win, strengthening their position in the standings and keeping their hopes of a top 6 finish and direct qualification for the quarter-finals firmly alive. Next up, our exclusive interview with the personalities making the Principality.
My name is Vanina Mandel. I'm the founder of VM Events. I was born in Torino, in Italy, and then after, when I was 2 years old, I came to live in Monaco because my grandfather was already living here in Monaco. I did all my studies, like until my baccalaureate. Then after, I went to the American College in London, and I studied there commercial art. And then after I came to Monaco again, I came to Nice, and I did Sciences de la Communication, where I had my degree, mon bac, ma maîtrise. It's called in French. And then from there, I started working for Valentino in Milan. After that, I got married. So I stopped working and I had a child. And then I started back working in 2013 to organize events. And I have my company called VM Events. I worked for 8 years with Flavio Briatore, who just came here. At the time, he opened Cipriani in 2012. I entered the group when he opened Twiga. Then I still collaborate, obviously, with him, but I wanted to have my company because I had my clients also. And it made more sense to start my business by my own. People think it's really easy, but it's not that easy because, you know, you have a huge organization behind, and if you don't know it, your event cannot work properly. It's very tricky. It's a tricky and complex business, and I think you cannot improvise it. And a lot of people don't understand it. And I feel also Monaco, they think that it's going to be easy. You just organize quickly something and it's going to come up. It's a difficult work. You also have options like, you know, if you are outside, the weather, the catering, you have a lot of suppliers. You need to have the good suppliers also. And also something that is, I think, like crucial in the event, you always need to put yourself with the client in front. For example, you were asking me now for my biggest event. One was a wedding and one was a birthday, and I really liked it because I had to organize it from A to Z, and the client that I had were exactly on the same page as me. So it was a very difficult, very tiring because it was like 300 people. So all the suppliers, it was on private venue. So this was one of the best events I did. And then there was another one, it was a charity for Mission Enfance, the 30 years in the sporting at the end of COVID. And we were supposed to be 200 people and we were 420. And it was very tiring, but it was very successful. I think these were like the best parties that I organized. In the event, what people really want, first of all, they want people to have fun, and then they want it to be very exclusive. And they want their guests to be very impressed. For the more corporate, what they want more is the marketing and these connections to after have clients. So if it's a corporate event for a fashion brand, is obviously to be known, to market it, and then to have clients that are gonna buy. Well, Monaco changed a lot since I was a kid, obviously. For me, it's still small because it's a small village at the end of the day, but there is a lot of people and it's a bit of a opposition, but you can bump into a lot of people and at the same time nobody, because a lot of people change. After 2-3 years, they come, they go, other people arrive. So at the end of the day, I think you have both in Monaco. It's a small village because of its kilometers, but as a population, we're quite a lot. Some choose Monaco because strategically it's perfect because you have Nice airport, so in 20 minutes, 30 minutes you are in Monaco. You have a weather that is amazing, so it's a very good destination. It's very safe also, and also there's a glamorous part. A lot of people come to Monaco because Monaco shines. There's a story behind that everybody is still impressed by it. La Princesse Grace, le Prince Régnier. So the glamour, I think, also is very big. Well, I don't know all the Monegasques because we are 10,000, but they all love the prince and the princely family, and they have a big devotion for them. But I understand that because he also makes them live very well and is very good for his Principauté. Monaco is small, and also I have to say the prince goes to a lot of events, so it's easy for the Monegasque to see him and to see also the princess and the family, the princely family. In terms of events, obviously London is much bigger, so you have much bigger events, but I think Monaco is going to get there because you have a lot, and it's a very concentrated small place, and yes, I miss it. I miss my family, I miss my friends, I miss the quality of life you have in Monaco is quite extraordinary. As a Monegasque, I'm very happy to be here, the weather is amazing, and everything works very well.
That's all for today. Thank you for watching News.MC, your English rendezvous on Monaco Info. Discover the full interview and more stories on our websites, News.MC and MonacoInfo.com. Next week, we will receive Renato Ricci, Director of Plaisir du Palais and BART AI. This show is intended to provide a summary of the past week's top stories for the English-speaking audience. For daily and real-time news updates in English, please visit News.MC and subscribe to our free daily newsletter. For French news, visit MonacoInfo.com. This show was brought to you by Monaco Legend Properties.